We're losing a lot of people because of the internet, and we have to do something, maybe in certain areas, closing that internet up in some way.
Closing that internet up in some way. Politicians calling out social media over encryption, but those tech companies in Silicon Valley aren't the only ones using it. A phone call app developed by Silent Circle is now certified for use within the U.S. government. The CEO of Silent Circle, Bill Connor, joins me now. Bill, tell us about how your product works.
Yeah, Joe. Well, we've got a platform of products that are geared for governments and enterprises to use so they can secure their communications. Specifically, as you said, the U.S. government, we just passed, it's called FIPS 140-2, which basically says our security is at the standard the U.S. government can use to keep its communications secure within departments or within our government against other governments.
So basically, governments are able to encrypt. We know that obviously a lot of encrypted communication to protect the White House, the National Security Agency. So what do you think is the fair place to be? Because Apple wants to protect privacy and keep that in place. And then you have encryption services like apps like Telegram that are basically allowing ISIS to proliferate in their communications. And then you have encrypted phones like yours, plus the government encryption to protect communications of presumably American national security. So where do you stand on the encryption battle right now?
Yeah, where we stand is we really believe that enterprises around the globe need to be able to protect their privacy and their intellectual property.
So you agree with Tim Cook?
Well as, oh, absolutely. We have just a different spin than he does. He's selling mostly to the consumer, and our focus is around an enterprise. And we know everyone's not going to buy our phone, but it is the most secure phone. So as an example, if you're an executive traveling around the world or even traveling around the cities, you don't want the data leakage of your enterprise apps or any other apps, be they consumer or other, leaking your location, your sensitive information, or your communications on that. But we think these enterprises need more than a phone. We have no grandeur or a vision that our phones are going to be the only one. So that's where our apps come in. So our Silent Phone app can sit on iOS on top of Tim Cook's products or any other Google product or Android product. So an enterprise that has people coming with BYOD, which is an increasingly large piece of an enterprise, can have secure communications. Why is that important? As these employees try to communicate globally within an enterprise, they need an ability to secure that information.
But if the U.S. government comes to you and says, we need information because of a potential terrorist threat, what do you say?
Well, about what is the question. I mean, here's the reality of this technology. This technology,
we gotta go. Bill Connor.